And welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about Tropical Depression 12, which has formed in the Atlantic. So let's get started here with the current stats of this storm. As of the time of recording this storm has maximum sustained winds of 35 miles per hour, minimum central pressure of 1,006 millibars, and moving west-northwest at 20 miles per hour. So let's start off here with our cone. So this storm is expected to become a tropical storm very quickly and intensify into a hurricane either Thursday or Friday. Now, there have been hints from the models that this may become a major hurricane in the middle of the Atlantic and could be just stalling out in the northern portion of the Atlantic because of some blocking high pressures. But we'll get into that a little bit later. So here is the arrival time of winds with 5-day wind speed probabilities turned on, and you can see that already there is a 70 to 80% chance between Wednesday at 2 p.m. and Saturday at 8 a.m. for tropical storm force winds. So let's move on here to the look of this storm, and this storm has a very typical tropical wave look. A lot of thunderstorms, a well-defined rotation, just not a well-defined center. You can see there's other waves coming off the coast here as well that is sort of feeding this wave, but is also standing on its own. So there's a lot of instability there. You can see all the plumes of thunderstorms popping up off the coast of Senegal here and the Cape Verde Islands. So right now we're just in a little bit of an unstable state because of all that thunderstorm development, but this storm is expected to get a grip and move on to tropical storm strength as it moves across the eastern tropical Atlantic. So let's move on here to the current storm information, starting off with our global and hurricane models, which is very streamlined. We have basically for the next 48 hours almost definitely going to go in this west-northwestward direction. Then from there, this storm could stay on that track a little bit longer or bear to the north a little earlier, but it will eventually start to turn more toward northwesterly as it moves on, just because of those blocking high pressures as well, getting it to rotate across, which is a good thing. We don't have a blocking high pressure in the center of the Atlantic that pushes this toward the US, the Caribbean, Central America. So if everything is to plan at the moment, this should stay pretty much a fish storm. So the GEFS shows this intensifying a lot. So down to 975 millibars here at hour 192, and with that northwestward turn, taking it away from the land in the Caribbean, South America, Central America. The GEPS shows that northward turn all the way north, past Bermuda, up toward southeast Canada at 985 millibars. So definitely something to watch out for there if this storm does go that direction. But here's the intensity guidance where things aren't as streamlined. So all models have this intensifying into a tropical storm, but we do have a few models down here showing that this won't make it past that point, most likely because it will be moving toward the north into cooler and cooler waters. But most of these models have this storm at least in Category 2. Some stragglers here in Category 1, but almost 60% of these models have this in strong Category 1 or above, with a few models showing Category 3, one showing Category 4, and I would not put it past anything with this storm to go Category 4, Category 5, especially if it has the open waters to intensify. The Atlantic is very warm right now. We are right around the peak of hurricane season, so it's very possible that we do see a storm from the African coast explode into a major hurricane. We saw that with Irma, and we could see that with this storm as well. Here is the European ensemble showing that northwesterly turn, and this is typically what the National Hurricane Center does go off of for their cones. So this is very condensed with the individual spaghetti strands compared to the GEFS, which is all over the place with those individual spaghetti strands, as I like to call them. So here is the Hwrf hurricane model. This is just one of the models that we can look at. It's not necessarily the most accurate, but it is typically more accurate than the GFS, which is a longer range model. So we're just going to look at this real quick, and you can see that the current status of the storm showing 1,006 millibars, and the storm starts to intensify here down into the 990s, gets into the 980s pretty quickly here. This is Thursday already, and we start to see an eye wall starting to form here at 983 millibars. We're already down into the 970s here. Eye wall has formed, and that is basically it at this point. 974 still has that eye wall, has that circular look to it, all the way down to the peak lowest millibars in millibars, which is the pressure, 969 millibars. So let's just take a look here at the wind speeds for this storm, and you can see at the peak it's right around category 2, but down here you can see that it does get that tropical storm strength pretty quickly, and then gets hurricane strength on Thursday into Friday. So pretty similar to that of the National Hurricane Center at this point. Now, right around here, you could start to see models start to differ. This is about 120 hours ahead. This is the 5th at 8 p.m. Eastern, I believe. So you could see the models try and hint at a stronger storm. The GFS has been doing that. So at that point, you just gotta wait and see. But what do you think about this storm? Do you think we'll see yet another major hurricane? Comments in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like, subscribing, and hitting the bell. But that is all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.